Welcome back, everybody. It's that time. We're going to recap the quarterfinals of the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments and look ahead and do predictions for the semifinals. This will be the last video like this until me and Little J do our predictions video for King and Queen of the Ring. There'll be no punishments involved in this one, but the title will be on the line. So, let's roll that intro and get into it.
Yeah, it's our time to shine. Yo, that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up.
First off, we're going to start with Raw. The quarterfinals are there. Here's the men's bracket, how it was looking up on both sides going into the quarterfinal round. And the Raw finals, or the first semifinal match, however you want to say it, is going to be Jey Uso versus Gunther. Jey moving ahead by beating Ilya Dragunov. Solid match there. Couple people mad that Ilya didn't win, but come on, Jey's getting pushed. He's main event Jey Uso. This does make the most sense out of all of it. And we'll probably show you why. I'll tell you why after I make the prediction of this match. Gunther, on the other hand, no surprise there. He beat Kofi. As much as you might have wanted Kofi to win, they weren't going to have Gunther lose to Kofi. He's going to move on, and they weren't going to have Ilya versus Gunther this early on in Ilya's main roster run. That's going to be built up. That's going to happen at either a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania. But as for this match, I've got a surprise. I think Jey Uso is going to take the upset over Gunther on this one. Just namely because of who I see going over in the SmackDown thing. Because if we're going to do this, let's make it a good story. Let's have it do it. I think Jey Uso upsets Gunther and goes on to the finals of the King of the Ring. Now let's look at the SmackDown side of the men's tournament. And with this matchup, we've got Tama Tonga of the Bloodline going up against the future Hall of Famer Randy Orton for the finals in SmackDown, or again, semifinals if that's how you want to say it. Either way works. Tama Tonga gets there through a shady victory over LA Knight, one that I got wrong. The SmackDown side was not good for me at all. I literally got every last one of them wrong as far as prediction goes, and Randy Orton, who got there through a non-upset win like I thought was going to happen with Carmelo Hayes, because I thought it was going to be Knight and Hayes because they weren't going to have Knight and Orton. So it kind of messed me up there, but whatever. As far as this match goes, I've got Tama Tonga going on to the finals to face Jey Uso to push the Bloodline story a little bit farther on. Having Tama and Jey just kind of makes sense. It works for both. King of the Ring should be something to elevate someone to a higher level. Randy does not need that. So, I see Jey and Tama Tonga in that matchup. And this is what I think the brackets are going to look like going into Saudi. Like I said, with Jey Uso and Tama Tonga going out for the King of the Ring crown at the PLE. And onto the women's side of things, this is what the brackets look like going into the quarterfinals. Let's look at the Raw matchup. In our first match, we have Lyra Valkyria, who beat Zoe Stark in the last round to get here. Decent match. No surprise who the outcome was going to be there. Didn't figure they'd have Zoe going any much further. Against the former women's champion, Io Sky, who beat Shayna Baszler in a solid match. Really good match there. And as far as the outcome here, I've got Io Sky going over, beating Lyra Valkyria to move on to the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament.
I'll be blurring my vision, sipping on that bass sauce.
Let's move on to the SmackDown women's side of things. And we have Nia Jax versus Bianca Belair on the final match in the SmackDown women's tournament. Nia Jax beat Jade Cargill to get here, which was surprisingly not an overall bad match. I was expecting a cluster of badness in it, but they both played their power strengths very well. I thought it was kind of a very interesting match, having Jade snap and get disqualified to have Nia move on. They didn't need to do all the fancy stuff that all the other wrestlers did. They played to their strengths, and I thought it was for who it was a very interesting and good match. Now, for Bianca, who beat Tiffany Stratton, which I do not agree with, I had Tiffany moving on. Secretly, I had Tiffany winning this whole thing. I thought that would be the best. I thought that a Queen of the Ring would be right up her alley for her character. But I'm not mad Bianca I won. I'm mad because Bianca beat Tiffany with a bad knee, because all that did was make Tiffany look bad and hurt her because she got beat by a one-legged Bianca. Now, if Bianca didn't have the knee injury and just beat her clean, yeah, I'm fine with that. But the fact that Bianca beat her clean with the knee, straight up, and a normal dominant victory, not like a cheesy roll-up or something like that, which I'd also been good with. That'd have been straight, but Bianca shouldn't have won the way she won if she's selling that knee injury. And with that being said, if they're going to do it for Tiffany, they're going to do it for Nia. I got Bianca going over to face Io Sky in the finals of the tournament. Two women who really don't need this, because these type of tournaments should be for people to elevate their character. I'd have rather seen Lyra and Tiffany in the finals. Two women that needed this. Even Jade, who really hasn't been around long and hasn't had much single success so far. These tournaments are a way to elevate those people. That's why I like Jay and Tama Tonga, because Jay's yet to win a singles title. Tama's just got there, so that makes sense. But in this one, I see them pushing Bianca to go against Io in the finals. And here's what I think the women's bracket is going to look like going in to the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament.
Though I try, I can't hide all the ways I feel inside. You're everything I want in life.
And there it is, what I think is going to happen to go into the PLE King and Queen of the Ring. That's what the finals of each bracket is going to look like. Remember, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, drop a comment down below. Let's hear what you have to think. Who do you think is going to be King and Queen of the Ring? And remember, be on the lookout for the prediction video between me and Little Jade for the Pro Wrestling Nerds Prediction Championship. And, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Watch out, 'cause I'm here now and I'm staying.